What's up, Full Ride Nation? Back for another one. All y'all that don't know me, Christopher, former D1 walk-on turn starter, here to help you guys. Basketball hopes and dreams. For us to get daily motivational. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to introduce some new stuff to the channel. So, I've been seeing this beef between Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock. So, I got to give my take on it because I don't really care for either one of them. Because in my opinion, both of them are fakers and charlatans, and they're not real. But in this particular instance, I have to say that I agree with some of the points that Jason Whitlock made about Stephen A. Smith, in that he's just been allowed, and I've always had a problem with Stephen A. Smith because he's been allowed to be on television and not having done any of the things that he comments on, which is okay, but he gives an opinion and makes a stance in such a way that he's an expert. And I don't know how you're an expert in something that you've never done, you've never mastered, and currently cannot do. So it's mind-boggling. And I guess the problem that I have with it is because a lot of times some of these younger players out here will go with the information or go with the opinion of people like Stephen A. Smith, who claims, they make claims, but you can't validate their claims. He claims that he played Division I basketball, but then there's no proof. So when a person starts to say that I did this and I did that, go talk to this person, go talk to that person, I don't need to go talk to anybody. If you play college basketball and you were on scholarship, you should be in a team photo somewhere. You should have some footage of you playing somewhere, in a game, in practice, something other than a halfway cut jersey of you talking about you played college basketball and average 1.5 and 1 point, or however much you say you average. There's no footage, and then you get to be on television and give your opinion in such a way that you're an expert and that you're the foremost authority. And I think that that's not good, and it poisons the minds of the youth, because now they think that they can go out here and run their mouths to people who do things for a living and that they can be successful, and they're not. And you see this happening over and over again with guys calling out professional fighters. Like the one guy calls out Sean Strickland, a UFC champion. Okay, you can't, if you don't fight on a daily basis, if you don't train, you don't call out a professional fighter. If you don't train and play basketball on a day-to-day basis, you don't call out a professional anything. I don't care what it is. You don't call out a professional anything if you don't do this all the time. But when you put people like Stephen A. Smith in place, people believe that they have the right to do so. And it's dangerous for the person that's doing the calling out, because sometimes you make calls and sometimes people actually pick up those calls. And when those calls get picked up, generally you're not ready. So Full Ride Nation, that's it for today. Y'all know the drill. Let's compete.